Hello everybody and welcome to today's live learning session. I'm looking forward to answering all your questions today. So the way this session works, if you haven't joined us before, is that we go live every Wednesday at 9 a.m. I'll stay on the call for an hour or until all the questions are answered. I do finish the call early if you do have all your questions answered. This then enables me to answer tickets and answer queries in the community and get back to people quicker through them. So if you take a look at your screen, you should see, it's normally on the right hand side, is a post a comment box. So you can ask any questions that you would like about Ezoic or the wider publishing space on there. You can ask about your data, things that are going on your site, or any questions or concerns that you have. So we have a live learning session tomorrow as well, which I'm really excited about. So that's about ChatGPT and how you can use it to grow your business as well. Obviously, ChatGPT is the next generation of technology and something that we're really excited about here in terms of how it can help publishers to grow their business, particularly for publishers like yourselves who are juggling sort of probably full-time work, family life, all the other things that's on your to-do list, and then also growing your website business as well. And when you're first starting out, you don't always have the money or resources to be able to pay people to create content, or to be able to create long form articles every day. There's just too many challenges on your time. I had a bit of a play with ChatGPT over the weekend and was really surprised to see how quick it was to be able to discover keywords for me, to be able to create titles for website articles, and then also to write content for me as well, that I could then upload to my website and then edit and add in additional information there as well to give it my unique voice and perspective on the different topics that I was talking about. Hi, World PK. Welcome to today's session. It's lovely to have you here. If you do have any questions, do let me know in the comments box and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Okay, so just while we're waiting for our first question to come in, I always like to show you through the Ezoic blog, just because of the wide range of resources that are available on there. Also, would recommend signing up to our newsletter. Within the newsletter, we'll send the information straight to you so that you can then access the information on your phone when we've got a few minutes, and you don't have to sort of take the extra step of remembering to come to the blog here. What you can find in here is all kinds of information about your about the wider publishing space, as well as specific information about Ezoic, how to use Ezoic tools to grow your business, and how you can use the data as well within there to understand your readers better and grow your business as well. You've got all the recent posts on the right hand side here, and you can also search through the different topics here. I send out quite a lot of articles from here just because of how detailed the information is within those articles, and they're all written by experts either within Ezoic or with Ezoic's partners as well. So we've got a couple of comments coming in. Thank you so much. So Code to Care says, hey, thanks, sure. And Rajagani says, is ChatGPT free to use? So the way I understand ChatGPT at the moment is that there is a free version of it that you can access, but that is done on sort of bandwidth in terms of if there's lots of people who are wanting to use ChatGPT, then they'll put you on a wait list so that you won't be able to access it until someone else leaves. There is also a paid for version as well. And my understanding of that is that it's $20 a month to use that. I don't know what the special additional sort of benefits you get with that are. I saw a little advert that popped up that told me that there wasn't a wait time to get onto ChatGPT when you pay for it, and then also you're the first to get additional benefits and the new tools that they are bringing out. It's something that I'm going to research more today, ready for the webinar tomorrow, so I'll be able to let you know more details about that then. Okay, I hope that helps. If you do have any questions to follow up from that, do let me know. Okay, so just while we're waiting for our next question to come in, one thing that would be so No Aim, No Shame has said, if Google hates AI-generated content, why are they planning to release BART, their own AI-generated content? So No Aim, No Shame, that's a really good question. And I think there's been a lot of turbulence over the last, I think it's week, 10 days, about AI-generated content. To begin with, Google was against AI generated content and would say that they wouldn't allow it on sites and you couldn't monetize sites with it, that those particular pages wouldn't be indexable by Google. But what's happened over the last sort of week to 10 days is the Microsoft ChatGPT has really taken off. A lot of people have got behind it. And so Google's position on AI generated content has changed. Now, obviously, this is a very fluctuating time for AI generated content, and what's true today could change tomorrow, but it does seem like the ChatGPT and AI generated content is here to stay. It can be used in so many different ways within your business to save you time and money, and so it's not necessarily about just creating the content, it's about giving you ideas for content, helping you to craft better titles for your content, helping you to turn articles into short snippets that you can then share within social media and marketing. And I haven't tried it myself, because one thing to remember with ChatGPT is that it's open source, so any data that you put in it is then available for anybody else to use. So I think that's one big warning about AI generated content, is that you do need to be careful about the data and the content that you do put in it, because when you put that content in, the way AI works is that it's then using that information to learn and develop, but it also means that anybody else can access that data as well. So, please be careful with what you do put into ChatGPT. But you can reportedly ask it to analyze data as well. So, that's one of the things. I mean, I love data, so I'm really excited about that, being able to use a tool to analyze data better. But I haven't tried that at the moment because of the privacy concerns around that. So yeah, I would just be careful about going down that route at the moment, because all the information you put in there can then be used for other people as well. So yeah, please be careful about that. So we've got our next question that's come in. So Myjo has said, I'm seeing in Ezoic dashboards, new maximize your site's revenue. Enabling this will turn on all the best settings to maximize your revenue. What does it do differently? Okay, so yeah, this is another one of our new tools that we brought out recently. We're super excited about this because obviously one of the questions that we do get asked quite often, and very rightly so, is how to increase EPMV. And so in the past, we would have to give you a very long list of tasks to do to change on your website, things like changing your traffic percentage, switching on sort of 5 or 6 different ad types, switching on Humix, Grow and Share. And that's quite a lot, I think, when you're a publisher who's busy to kind of take in that information, work through all those different tasks to then be able to get your Ezoic dashboard set up to maximize your revenue. So what this button does is, rather than you working through all those different tasks, you press it, and then what our AI does is it automatically switches on all those settings for you. So it's things like vignette ads, anchor ads, and traffic percentage, Humix, Grow and Share as well. And so it covers a wide range of features that previously you would have to have switched on individually. You can now do all that with a click of a button. What you might want to do, Myjo, is on the day that you switch that button on, is go to your big data analytics and make an annotation in there to say that you switched that on. And in that way, when you're looking at your data and tracking the EPMV and the revenue, you can look back and see the changes and impact that maximizing your site's revenue button has had on your business. So I hope that helps. Do let me know if you've got any follow-up questions on that. Okay, so we've got our next question that's come in from El Disciplo, who has said, hi, is it possible to change the ads that appear on my website? For example, my site leans towards comics and I only want geeky ads to appear on it. So you can change the categories of ads on your site to restrict ads that are coming in from certain categories. The more restrictions that you make, the more you're going to be impacting your revenue. Because whilst I can understand for yourself that you only want geeky ads to appear on it, people are very complex in terms of their lives and the sites that they've been on before they've come to your website, and advertisers are obviously wanting to draw those readers back to those sites or to sort of reinforce their brand to those readers, and so you can't specifically say, well, I only want geeky ads to appear on my site, but you can stop other categories from showing, which restricts it right down. But it's really important to be aware that that's going to impact your revenue from that. What I would recommend doing, El Disciplo, is taking a look at working with affiliates. You can set up direct ads with different companies and actually put them through the Ezoic direct ad system. That way you've got geeky ads in the spaces that you want them to appear on, and then Ezoic's general ads in the rest of the places. This helps you to see how much revenue that you're going to get from different categories, and enables you to get that mix between what you're looking for from your business in terms of the visual aspect of ads, but also the revenue aspect as well, of being able to have general ads on the site that's going to appeal to your readers as well. Okay, so Dr. Anthony Mastan has said, what is the future of blogging after ChatGPT-like bots, because my site traffic is reduced by 30%? So that's a really good question. We're in a really interesting time at the moment in terms of literally in the last sort of week and 10 days, AI generated content has become part of the mainstream conversation and is going off in a completely different direction than what it would have been doing 2 weeks ago. I think it was literally only a couple of weeks ago that Google said that it didn't like AI generated content, and it was important to not have that on your site. That's all changed, and so we're in this really exciting time where we're not really sure exactly what the future is going to look like. We know that ChatGPT saves publishers a lot of time through creating content, but also through helping finding keywords, writing headlines. So there's a lot of benefits from ChatGPT. But for yourself, if you're seeing a site traffic drop, what I would recommend you doing is, if you're an Access Now publisher, reach out to us in community and we can take a look at that for you. Sometimes what can happen with traffic drops is that they happen at the same time as something else, and it feels like it's that other thing that's causing the traffic drop, but it might be something else completely different, and we can help you understand that and help you find ways to be able to turn that situation around. Say, for example, you're seeing a 30% traffic drop, but when we look into it, it's not organic traffic, it's coming from perhaps social media or sort of Pinterest or something like that. We can then help you to investigate and find out what the core of that problem is. If you're level 1 or higher, do reach out to the team in the tickets, and the team can take a look at your site as well, see what's going on and support you with that. So Raja Ghani has said, I see the same ad multiple times on my blog post. Do my readers see the same repeated ads? Are my ads set up correctly? So yes, this is a common observation from publishers around multiple ads of the same type showing on your website. It's nothing to worry about. What's happening with your website when you are seeing multiple ads is that particular advertiser is doing an ads takeover of your website page for that reader, or in this instance for yourself. And what they're wanting to do is to really draw your attention to their brand and really capture the attention of you. I've seen one particular brand, it was last week, where the website had a top of the page ad placeholder, 2 side rails, and then also an anchor ad visible on the screen at the time, and every single ad was for this particular brand, and it was the brand's way of being able to capture my attention at that particular time and really engage with that advert. And so it's nothing to worry about. Your ads are set up perfectly fine. What it is that the advertiser's just really wanting to get your attention on the brand. So Marjo has said, how can I see the revenue on a subdomain without having to go to big data? You can't, I'm afraid. We don't separate out the revenue for subdomains and unless you go into big data analytics. When you look at your homepage of your Ezoic dashboard, that's all the revenue that your site earns, and you will need to go to the big data analytics to see the subdomains information on there. Okay, bear with me. So the next question is from No Aim No Shame, who said AI will kickstart a massive spam fest until Google rolls out BART, and then we are all, I'm not going to repeat that last word, No Aim No Shame. So yeah, I don't know is the answer to that one in terms of will it become a sort of free for all on the internet, in terms of people are just going to use AI content, just put it out there, and not really add their own sort of unique perspective to it, and not use it as a base. I'm not sure. I think that's why at the moment it's a really interesting time to be a publisher and to have websites and to use this technology in ways that are going to build your business up. I think what is really interesting is that there are algorithms, and Google and others can program those algorithms to move websites up or down the rankings as they see fit. I think what's interesting to be aware of is that part of those algorithms are based on user experience metrics. And so this is what's exciting for me. Like I say, I really love data. So looking at your user experience metrics, you can do your own analysis in terms of whether AI is right for you. You can create AI generated pages. I would always recommend to edit them, and that's Ezoic's position, that you use it as a basis to help save you time and resources, but still use your unique voice and the passion you have for the subject to put that into the content. Obviously, if the readers are going on to these pages which are just AI generated content, they haven't been edited, they haven't had a unique voice added to them, then my feeling is that a lot of readers will just kind of skim through it, won't really get what they're looking for, and then go on to another page that does give them the answers that they're looking for. And so what you might see is some websites, and at this stage this is just a hypothesis, we really don't know what's going to happen, but you may see that sort of web SERP fluctuations based more on user experience rather than content, because it's going to be very, very difficult for any algorithm to be able to definitely see AI generated content if it is being edited and unique voices are being added to it. I can understand your concerns at the moment and your frustrations around that. I think there's always a sort of two sides to a coin, isn't there? There's excitement about new technologies, but there's also worry and fears about new technologies as well, in terms of how it will impact your business, particularly when it's your livelihood that you're using to rely on. So what I would recommend doing is just reading as much as you can. We've got sort of 3 different articles in the Ezoic blog at the moment, which can help you to understand sort of Ezoic's position on it, how we've used it for our own websites or our own businesses, and that can then help you to see where there are perhaps benefits for it, and start using it in a way that's going to be productive for you. So I hope that helps. So Vajagani has said, thank you for your response. No problem at all, you're so welcome. So No Aim No Shame has said, what are the future plans of Ezoic provided that AI generated content might take over? Again, I really don't know. It's a really interesting time at the moment in terms of the publishing space and what's happening. Everything's changed in the last sort of week to 10 days. And so from what we're seeing as a company and the way we're using ChatGPT is that it's more about using ChatGPT or other AI generated content as tools to be able to do the work that we want to do more productively, more efficiently, and be able to provide better content than perhaps that we could before. It's all early days. We don't really see AI generated content as a threat. It's more about a tool that can be used to grow businesses and to make your lives easier as publishers. Okay, so the next question that we've got is around is from Coding Shinksa, who said, can you tell me what's the organic video traffic source in Google Analytics? My Google Search Console traffic is very less and Google Analytics traffic is very high, and it's coming from organic video. Bear with me on that one, Coding Shinx. I'm just going to reread that again, just so I can check that I've understood it. So bear with me. I'm not sure on that one, and that's not a question that I've been asked before. And so rather than me guessing on that one, I want to make sure that we've got the right answer for you. I think that's something that we would perhaps need to dig into your Google Analytics and understand more about. So what I would recommend doing with this particular query is if you're an Access Now publisher, if you go to community and ask that question on community, we can take a look at your data. You don't need to put your website name into your text when you ask the question. You can add it into the question bot that we've got there, so you can let us know what that particular site is, so that keeps your domain private, and then we can take a look at your data and go from there. If you're level 1 or higher, do take a look at your levels dashboard. You'll be able to create a ticket on there, and the publisher success team will be able to look into that for you as well. So I hope that helps. Thank you all so much for your questions so far today. There have been some really interesting ones, and really great to be able to spend time with you folks and help answer your queries and your concerns. I stay online until 10 o'clock, or until all the questions have been answered. So if you do have any follow-up questions from what you've been asking today, or what you've heard from myself, do let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Or if you've got any new questions about your site, the wider publishing space, esoteric tools, or big data analytics, then do let me know. I'll be happy to answer those as well. Okay, so just while we're waiting for the next questions to come in, I'll pop the links to these articles from the blog into the chat there, just so that you can bookmark them and take a look at them for later. We've got some new Publisher Lab broadcasts as well, so depending on whether you prefer to read through the content or listen to the Publisher Lab, you've got those two different options there for you as well. And if ChatGPT and AI generated content is something that you're really interested in, do join me tomorrow for the session at 12 o'clock, when we'll be going through about ChatGPT and the way that I've used it so far, and the way our other teams have used it, to help give you ideas about how you can incorporate it into your business. Okay, so we've got a next question that's come in from Rajagani, who said, how do I implement high-ticket affiliate marketing to my website? That's really interesting, Rajagani, because I just did a webinar about that last week, which will take you through all that detail. So bear with me. I'm just going to get the link for you so that you can take a look through that in detail, and I'll just summarize that link when I've got it. So bear with me. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I'll get that link and pop it into the chat there for you, so that you can take a look at it afterwards. I keep an eye on these threads, so if when you're watching the replay, or I've also put all the slides on here as well. Viral Geek gave a great suggestion about that as part of the session. You can also review the slides as well, so just depending on how you prefer to look through things and learn. So with the broadcast, like I say, you can watch it on replay and then ask any questions within this thread. So in short, what high ticket affiliate marketing is a type of affiliate marketing that targets affiliate programs that are paying high rates of commission. So think of things like high cost items, luxury goods, big holidays, and then also tech as well, such as subscriptions that renew. They can be quite profitable. And then in terms of why high ticket affiliate marketing is good for your business, is that you're making money with fewer sales. It's got an excellent return on investment and great rewards for being focused. You do need to be really mindful in the way that you do high ticket affiliate marketing. First of all, by choosing the right brands to partner with. For example, if you're a tech site, it makes sense to partner with high ticket affiliate brands within the tech market. If you're a tech site that, say, had holiday high ticket affiliates, they perhaps wouldn't result in the best sales for you. I mean, they may do, but it seems unlikely, because people who are coming to a tech site are looking for solutions or looking for information around tech. They aren't looking to book holidays. Whereas if you had a lifestyle or a travel or a website about weddings, then having affiliate links from companies that do sort of honeymoons or luxury holidays would make more sense and more likely result in better sales. One of the things with high ticket affiliate marketing, to make it work, is that you need to acquire real expertise on that particular product or subject, and your buyers are wanting that attention to detail and real richness in terms of the content that you're providing. So if you are partnering with a holiday company, if it's with a company that you've been on a cruise with before, or been on their holidays before, using that real life experience, those real life photographs, can help your readers to understand more about the product or the service, and that helps them to more likely engage with that brand and click on that link to take them through to the website. You need to obviously boost your reach to give your website the exposure it needs to net transactions as well. So the process that I recommend going through is, first of all, look at the niche for your own website and the experiences that you have as a person. Look at what are your site's top landing pages. So what's already bringing your readers into your website that you can then build upon with the high ticket affiliate marketing partners that you go with. And what are the top keywords that bring readers to your site as well? That might help give you clues in terms of what they're looking for. Maybe they're entering certain brands and got the word review in it. And then who are the advertisers that are in your premium advertiser report as well? So if you are a premium advertiser, you can see that premium advertiser report here within your premium dashboard. You can click on this button at the top, which puts the premium advertisers in order of revenue, so the most revenue that's coming to your site. And these advertisers are obviously wanting to target your readers to bring them back to their site or to introduce their brand or product to them in the first instance. So this can help you understand more about who your readers are, where they are on their life journey, and what might appeal to them through a high ticket affiliate marketing link as well. So there we go. I hope that helps. Do let me know if you've got any questions, either as part of today's session or just in the thread here as well. I'll be really happy to help you with that. Okay, and just while we're waiting for the next question to come in, I just wanted to share this link with you as well. So if you can't make the session tomorrow and would like to know more about AI generated content in terms of how you can use it on your website and also in your wider business as well, do let me know in the comments section here. What I'll do is, as part of that broadcast, is I'll answer that question, and so that you can watch it on the replay and be able to have your question answered live as well. So yeah, let me know. I'd love to help you with this. I know there's a lot of concerns about AI generated content and a lot of confusion. And we are really in sort of the infancy of AI generated content. It's going to really change the way I think companies as a whole work in terms of using AI generated content within their website. So no matter what level of business you're in, but I think for smaller publishers, it's really exciting in terms of how much time it can save you and how it can make you more efficient. And it can really help you to grow your business in different directions that maybe before AI generated content you were thinking, well, I just can't, like, I can't juggle everything that I've got going on in my life and do what I want to do. And so you might be thinking, well, okay, that particular project, I'm going to put it off. Maybe I'll do that next year. Whereas now you might be able to think, well, actually, you know, I can juggle my business plans around. I can juggle my content plans around and make time for different projects in different areas. So yeah, any questions that you've got, do let me know on that. Okay, so we've got about 20 minutes left together now. If you do have any last questions, please let me know. I stay on this call until 10 o'clock or until all the questions are answered. So if no more questions come in the next minute or two, I will close the call down. That then helps me to go on and answer tickets and community threads as well. Okay, so I'll close it for today. I just wanted to say thank you all so much for your questions and for attending today. Do join me tomorrow if you can, and if you can't, please feel free to watch the webinar on playback and let me know any questions you've got in the community thread about it. I'll look out for them and answer them just as soon as I can. But take care, everybody. I hope you have a great week. Bye for now.